I'm talking to myself. Okay. We're starting to stream over, you guys. I was being very witty, okay? I was being very witty the whole time. It was probably the best content I ever had, ever at the start of a stream, and I didn't even do it right. Oh my golly, flickers. Welcome to the stream. I was muted. Anyway, what I was gonna say is Declu came in early and said he's getting Chinese for dinner. What do you want? I was placing my order, actually, is what I was doing. I would like Mongolian beef or kung pao chicken or mushroom chicken, please. Either one or all three. I'll take all of the above. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much. This is episode 503, new Tamer series. Who dis? Let's load into Tame. Also, Mr. Myers came in early. Hey, Jace. Hey, Jace. All right, we're gonna load into Jeeve Jerwin here. Now, technically, the title of the stream is we're gonna where are we gonna tame, you know? But also maybe we can unlock a maybe we have enough to maybe we can earn enough to unlock a Codex or something. You know what I'm saying? All follow me. Come on, pets. Oh, you took too long to order? Okay, you're already understand. I completely understand. So we're sitting at 11.8 right now. Plus we had some drops, you know. So like if I really wanted to be wild, I could sell some stuff. Plus we have some of these things here. You know, there's quite a bit going on. So let's just do a little inventory here. We definitely need some band-aids. And we need some arrows. We're going to buy some of that. And then we're going to kind of talk about where we're going to fight here. Because what's the point of this game, guys? What's the point of playing, right? It's to have a good time. Honestly, that's what any game should be. Like, play, have fun. But you should also maybe have some goals in a sandbox game, right? So some of the goals that we're going to be shooting for is like a codex, okay? An animal taming codex aspect, okay? Archery codex. So we're talking like 300-ish K to get rolling. I'm gonna start with the animal taming codex. I don't know if that's the right call or not, but that's what I'm gonna say we're gonna buy first. So if maybe the stream will tell me that I'm wrong, but it's fine. So we just bought 1,000 arrows. We're gonna buy from the provisioner over here some bandages. I'm gonna buy them all. Here we go. I'm gonna hit F2 on the keyboard. That was the default binding on here for a bank, by the way. I'm gonna put these in the bank. Put these in the bank. Then we're gonna drag out 600 arrows and 300 bandages. Okay. I hear tears from the other room. If someone got scratched or hurt, wait, out here crying. And he gave you that rune earlier. I'll put that in the bank as well. What's up, baby girl? This isn't Sagas. I'm out. No worries. If you're looking for Sagas content, just rewind earlier in the day. We were already out here on the Sagas. I learned how to PvP. I'm about 10 deaths to 1 kill, okay? And the reason why I killed one guy is because he didn't fight back. He wasn't AFK, he just never fought back. I feel like he was intoxicated or something, I don't know, but 1 kill, 10 deaths. We're learning though. Getting closer. All right, we're gonna eat this food. Now, remember, if we look at our skills here, we want to try to get to 100. Animal taming, 100 lore, and then everything else can kind of go up on its own. The hardest one is going to be like the animal taming, animal lore. Now, if you remember, if we animal lore our pets, it actually says we have some passive gains still. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go fight and get some passive gains. Is it worth your time to make your own arrows and bolts? On this server, I would just buy them. unless you enjoy lumberjacking and you want to make a carpenter, then definitely go ahead and do that. But I think on Outlands, it's worth just buying the arrows. I've been at the hospital all day. Had to get my mom here and home. Okay, yeah. Hopefully she's doing okay, dude. I like hearing that. Hospital visits are never fun, man. Airman says it's not worth it. Yeah, you could probably sell the boards for more to players than you would be for like making arrows. So if you're willing to chop down wood, you should just sell the wood to people. You know, don't turn it into arrows. We're gonna slowly work our way to the Ratman hovel again, just to show off the noob dungeon again. We're heading outside of. Oh, I got stuck. I got something stuck in my throat, you guys. What's going on? We're just going to the Ratman hovel once again. A horse. This dude's going to town, registering these things. Lazzy, BR. Hold on. Elias. 333. What's up, dude? Always check bones, you guys. You never know. There's a lot of bones out here. What's going on? So many bones. Is something going on over here? What's going on? We're hitting all guard me, and then we're just attacking this rat. Remember, we're outside the dungeon at the moment, so this is still PK territory, right? We could still potentially get murdered or stolen from out here, but if we step into the dungeon, we won't. Oh, man. So again, we're gaining as we're fighting. Herding is going up. Archery, tactics, arms support. Now, do we need to go all the way to 100 with all these skills? Technically, no, but we're a noob and we don't really care, okay? I did check out the video from... I kind of want to do like a reaction thing. Surge said I should do a reaction, but the video from Lazy Peon, he did a, first time playing UO. It was very interesting seeing him play because he didn't quite understand the movement at first, right? And I tried to touch on movement in my video, so I think I did a pretty good job there, pat. But I didn't ever say you got to right-click something to remove it, right? Like, I've always just kind of right-click things away. But what's funny about him in his video, he had his profile up here, and he kept trying to, like, click options. But instead of left-clicking, he would right-click. So, yeah, just make sure that you kind of familiarize yourself with the game. A lot of times you can single-click things to open menus up. Remember, we're attacking with X on our keyboard. That is an attack nearest hotkey we made. Because that was something else he brought up. He didn't know how to, like, attack. Technically, you go into war mode, and then you double-click something. That's going to fight it. But we're cheating, and we're using X, who's attacking. Okay. Our Volkswagen Beetle is about to die, so we're going to actually heal him up. The one and Dennis, welcome to the stream. Hello. Here we go. Boom. Even gate of vet. Nice. Love to see it. Now, the mobs are strong on Outlands, right? The mob hit points, it's a weird situation. Okay? Kind of strong. Sometimes it might take a while to kill something. Now, nice thing about being a tamer the way we are, it's okay. Like, we're alright. You know what I mean? Like, we have a bunch of pets. What skills do you heal yourself with on this template? We heal ourselves with veterinary. On Outlands, you can use vet to heal yourself. If I bandage myself, it's very slow. It takes, based on your dex, it takes 10 seconds. And it doesn't heal as much as it would if you had like the skill healing, but it still counts. Once we get a little bit more established, there's also something called a veterinary supply kit. that will do like an AoE heal, and it also heals yourself. So we are healing with better. So clip it, ma. Oh, dude, guy's about to die. Yawaka. About to go down. Oh, I guess I'll just leave. Should I leave the skills up over here? Where should I put them? Alt B, we're gonna do Alt B, and we're gonna put a bandage on our guy. How are you sitting Alt B, Jace? Well, because we added a bandage to our grid loot, and then you can just right click the grid loot and assign a hotkey. So that's how we're doing that. Doctor's out here buffing us up. You said you wanted a codex. You might explain what that is and what you're currently doing to attain one. Nice, yeah. So we the goals of the game, right? And what I would be doing is we're trying to get our skills up. So both Heidi's screen, isn't that weird? It drives me nuts. I need it to be chaos. What we want to do is we want to gain skills. The template system, again, the lazy peon video, you have up to 700 skill points to play with, and there's arrows up and down on here. So if there's skills you don't want, you want to point them down. By default, everything's pointed up, and so you can raise and lower skills at any time you want by just using them. Okay, so even if you happen to get skills you might not need, you can change that later. So no worries there. But the idea is we're going to train up our character like the olden days where we're just trying to get 100 in all of these skills that matter for our build. On Outlands, there's a thing called Codex, and there's a thing called Aspect, which increase your PVM abilities, player versus monster. And so a Codex requires a crafter to create these for you, okay? And since the game's established and it's been around a while, there's obviously a lot of crafters. There's obviously a lot of things for sale already. And so we're just basically going to farm up enough money to buy one. And they cost about 55K. The current economy. So we need 55,000 gold to buy our first Codex. And a Codex requires you to normally have a minimum of 80 skill in a particular thing. Am I standing in poison? Like, what's a... Okay, I'm literally just getting hit with poison. A disease, I guess. Oh, no, we out here dying, you guys. First death of the stream? No, our heal. I think when you kill a plague rat man, it leaves a disease behind. Yo, that's a rat man. It's not taming. Yeah, no, we're not taming. No, we're not taming these guys at the moment. We're just fighting them. Anyway, so like there's not codexes for every skill, but there's a codex for a lot of skills. Like, so all your fighting skills: archery, swords, macing, wrestling. What's the other one I missed? Archery. They all have a codex you can get. So as long as you have 80 skill, you can get a codex for that. And then as you fight, you get points to spend in the codex. Hopefully this makes sense. If you've never seen it, it probably doesn't make any sense, but it will make sense once we get there. So not only am I training up my skills, that's like the point of this, I'm also trying to make sure that we save up enough money so that we can, in fact, buy a codex. Now, obviously, if we get the items for the codex, that would be great. A key component of a codex is a MCD, the Mastercraft diagram. If we get one of those, bank it, because those are things you're going to need to create some of these items. And I always just say, if you run into an item you don't know what it is, save it. You know what I mean? Like when you're exploring a new server, save it. El Bandito, welcome to the stream. Hello. Don't forget the Mastery Chain, Moxie. That's true. There is another thing called Mastery Chain, but I feel like that's after you've unlocked Aspect, after you got your Codex, right? Like, we'll bring that up in a moment. There's definitely lots of different systems in here. Is it a consumable that lasts forever, or is it an item that drops on death? So the codexes themselves are blessed little books that you keep on your character. And then as you fight and gain EXP, it fills a bar in the book. But the book doesn't contain the EXP, it's your character. You know what I mean? So like if you get an archery codex, for example, and we gain points in archery codex, it's not tied to the book, it's tied to our character. So that specific book, you can then give to another character. You don't lose anything. And then the moment you get another one, it just remembers your previous EXP. If that makes sense. Like a little blessed item. A lot of quality of life stuff on this server too. You know what I mean? If you have a blessed item and you put it in a backpack or a bag, when you die, you don't lose it anymore. Like an original UO or a lot of like regular UO servers, the moment you put a blessed bag somewhere, it this guy good? Looks good, but there's a lot of green right there. But we really want melee damage and attacks. Murder now. Gonna be up in murders. Anyway, yeah, we should be able to farm up. Kind of weird how you can tame stuff like sphinxes, imps. Yeah, there's a lot of different tamables on this one too. Yeah, we do murder, not safely. Oh god, yeah, murder's fine. Let's fall for that. I can protect you. Not like this. By the way, the bless spell does not bless items like that. Oh, nice. Somebody asked that in the Discord today. Interesting. Yeah, no, bless is a strength int. And what's the other one? Dex buff. What are you trying to say again? I'm not sure, the glue at this point. Who knows? Anyway, we did leave the we left the dungeon there. I don't really want to fight in Sanctuary Dungeon. I'm okay with like risking it for the biscuit out here because you get more gold and you get more stuff outside of a Sanctuary Dungeon. Okay, so unless you're like a little bit of afraid, like if you're afraid to die and you're afraid to lose your stuff, then definitely go ahead and chill in the Sanct Dungeon. Like around Ratman Hovel is a Sanctuary Dungeon, and then there's a random Sanctuary Dungeon based on those maps that we saw earlier. I'll show you again down. But I'd rather just wait till things get full, mob loot, things like that. No problem. Like Urkton Bluffs? Okay. I technically haven't shown that yet. Maybe we could step over there to see. Or Alt B in the keyboard. And again, in a normal UO server, these things would be dead already. Like the patch to like increase mob hit points on here. Some people like it, some people don't like it. On the I don't like it so much category. But I can see what they're doing, you know. 40 minutes left to get the societies done for the day. Oh, that ain't happening. Nobody got time. No. So, yeah, we're out here, and again, I'm bringing enough supplies to at least survive our trip, but also enough that I know I can lose it if I die, you know? They really made the newbie experience tough. They made no accommodations for non-aspect, non-codex players. Yeah, exactly. So this is where we are. We're just kind of out here. Trying to survive in this lonely world. Now, technically, I could be running a script that would be like animal loring our dude over and over again, right? Because in theory, I want to max these skills to make me stronger. Stronger, better, faster. So there we go. We just gained another taming skill by killing that mob. Let's next. And I'm pulling with all follow me. Remember, W we bound to all follow me. D is guard me. And on this server, again, pets are pretty smart. So when you're saying guard me, they do a good job at taking aggro. Excuse me. I am choking again. Why? You unlocked an echo to follow your stream and build? Hell yeah, dude. That's great. Hey, started playing UO for the first time 2 weeks ago. Started a Tamer. Does it get better? I feel so weak. I mean, yeah, are you playing on Outlands? It will get better as you unlock the additional things that make your character stronger. Absolutely. It will get better. I do have new player guides on my website too. We're working on this one right now, which is the Dexer Tamer, or solo Dex Tamer as an archer. We're literally on episode 3 right meow. But we did like a bard archer, we did a arcane mage, we did a wrestling Dexer, and we did a scavenger. So if you're ever curious of different ways to play, then I definitely have other guides for you. It took us so long to kill these mobs that the Wolfhound respawned. Like, that's crazy. Oops, I gotta hit all B here. We gotta save our guy. Okay, I'm hitting all follow me because I want to kite the mob a little bit because we're dying. So, all follow me. Here we go. And a charge. We're gonna dodge that. And D. Okay. Okay, and the wolf charges, so he hit me in addition to my pet. So I'm gonna step over here and hit B, bind self. Or bind self. Heal self. Bind. Go. Run over here. We're gonna heal our Volkswagen bug. Let's step out because he's gonna charge. Again, most of the mobs that charge or do an ability have like a text overhead. So see, it says charges. So if you're trying to avoid abilities, most of the time you're gonna be looking your eyeballs for different things to avoid. So Frenzies is our pet. Then he's gonna charge here and we'll just step out of the charge. That charges. I was too slow. I got hit anyway. I'm a noob. We're a noob. Of course we get hit by charge. That's okay. Steve Jerwin. You gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Luckily, you can get plenty of free stuff on the Outlands Discord to the newbie channel. The vets seem to understand it's hard. They help you out a lot. That's true. You just have to get the Codex and Aspect water. Okay, nice. The 4 cores 2 distills kits are kind of steep for a newbie to get started with an Aspect. The amount of time it would take for a person to hunt the 4 cores himself is crazy. It forces you to just grind for cash for a week or two. Yeah. And so a lot of people ask that, like, what's the best way to make money at the very beginning of the game? And I always want to encourage people to just play and have fun. I accidentally hit carve here, so it's going to throw up a captcha code. But we didn't even have a knife to skin it. It's captured correctly. I'm not a bot. Okay, not a bot. Great. So, in order to make money, you have just playing is how I would encourage you to play. But if you want to like fast track your thing, you can always just beg. I'm just kidding. No, you don't beg. You can go to the. You can either mine, you could lumberjack, or you can scavenge. Okay. Scavenging means you're going to take a character who doesn't really have a lot of skills or anything, and you don't really care. You just kind of want some band-aids. And you're going to run into the dungeon semi-naked and go pick up loot that other people don't pick up. Okay? It's kind of actually crazy how much money you can make by just scavenging the loot of other people. Okay? You don't even need to go gray most of the time. You can just run in there and loot money. On my new player guide here, this one down here at the bottom, I put it down at the bottom because I don't want people to see it. I get physically ill on this stream because we made so much money. Okay, I ill. It seems like a dumb way to play to me. Because at some point, you can make so much money. Like, why would you even play this character we're playing now? You know what I mean? Like, that's where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'd rather struggle and die than just dominate and be rich. This guy still streams? Yeah, I do still stream, dude. We're up to episode, what is this? 503. Let's go. Stop showing people my build. Yeah, watch Jace feel dirty about the dopamine he's getting. Exactly. Yeah, that's scavenger build, man. Freaking Javenger. Clip it, Ma. Jace wants to struggle and die in UO instead of being rich. It's true. It's true, both in-game and real life. Gold to the end game players leave on corpses is insane. So true, Marty. So true. Mining is big money too. Exactly. Mining and lumberjacking. Again, everyone needs resources. So if you are a gatherer or a scavenger, you will make money. My template's very similar to yours, other than feeling weak. Had a lot of fun with the Tamer monster. Nice, good. Good. Again, that's what I would encourage people. Whatever you're playing, as long as you're having a good time. Again, if you have a good time scavenging, great. If you have a good time mining, fantastic. You know, if you have a good time begging at the Prevalia, maybe meeting people in the back alleys, whatever you need to do to have a good time, I appreciate that. By the way, if you notice, this guy's not going anywhere because over here it says your shot hinders the target. Okay, so a stun happens as an archer. One of the things that we haven't really touched on yet, which I'm going to now in this episode number 3, is it's hard to see everything over here. Okay, when I play, I'm really just looking like where my character is, which is why I can avoid all of the chaos on the screen because I don't even notice it. I'm just looking here. So one of the things that comes with the game is called Razer. Okay, and we've really only turned on the display, the bandage timer on Razer. But under this display encounters tab, there's also something called overhead messages. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to make an overhead message when we stun our target, okay? Ooh, also, we need to heal Volkswagen. Don't die, bro. Hold on. Don't die, bro. Hang in there, Volksy. Hang in there. Alt B and I'm clicking, okay? I'm Alt B and clicking. Here we go, Alt B, click. Okay. If we go over here and we click show, it's not going to do anything at the moment, right? Like it doesn't matter. But we can actually click this search and system message button and it's going to pull up recent messages that have appeared. Okay. And one of the things I'm going to look for is your shot hinders the target. Hopefully it appears. Getting so many skill gain, it's hard to tell. Right, I'm just gonna. Oops. We're gonna wait for it to appear, and then I'm gonna click search again because I'm very lazy. I'm watching the left-hand side here. Let's see if and when it appears. I'm gonna say like your shot hinders the target. Pretty sure that's what it says. There we go. Your shot hinders the target. Search and system message. Scroll down to the bottom. Your shot hinders the target. I'm gonna click that and say select, and then I'm gonna click add. Now it's gonna say enter the text to display overhead, and we're just gonna say capital like stun, just stun. I'm gonna say okay. And if we want to change the color that it shows in, we can click this and then say set hue. You can either preview in the game by hitting select in the game and then coming over to the game and choosing a color. Or you could go to one of my websites like uorazortrips.com or uoaddicts.com, and then clicking hues. So there's a bunch of different colors you could choose from, depending on what you want to see. So these are all options of in regards to choosing the colors. So we'll just select it in game to make it easy. Or I'm gonna choose a blue color here because I like. So now, when we successfully stun a target, instead of just seeing the bottom left message, we're actually gonna see it over our head as well. Let's see here. Volkswagen. Okay, we're not gonna fight that guy. Wolfhound. Okay. I do want to animal for this guy to see if he's any good. He's not that great, okay? There we go. So stun. See how it's like went over our heads, stun? So it kind of like lets you see things a little bit easier. You do some overhead messages. And literally any system message that shows up in the bottom left here can be turned into an overhead. So eventually you might end up getting a lot of them if you like it. You don't like it, you know, you don't have to turn those on at all, but they're kind of helpful. You know, let your imagination go wild with what you want to see of your character. Anyway, just getting a good way to get a little bit of time feels good. Other than telling the week, I have a lot of fun with the Taming. Okay, make all my money off of mining. About 135k after 5k ingots. Prevailing. Exactly. Nice, dude. Oh, I'm dying over here. Anyway, since my bandage overhead is blue, we're actually going to change the overhead so I can see it easier. I'll go back over here and say set hue. We're just going to change it to green, which is 68. That way we can at least see it. Silly. Oh. There we go. Stun. Boom. The V. This dude's casting on me for some reason. I was wondering what hindered meant. I read in the Grimoire under lightning that it might meant slow or something. Yeah, it actually is like a stun. So it's very... A hinder is very powerful in this game. Not gonna lie, I do love skinning and snagging some of the gold while you're at it. I have to leave the gold because there's so much sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. Go stun again. But hinder is a stun. Tamer Archer seems fun. It's a good combo. I enjoy archery, and it's for a new player experience. This is very easy to start. You know, like we literally started together live on the stream. This is episode 3. If you want to if you want to feel the whole episodes, be sure to check it out over here. And this is it, episode 1. We're currently on episode 3. The whole playlist is here. Ads start in about 50 seconds. Okay, thank you for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a good time. We're gonna go drop off. We do have 3.8k on us, so it's pretty good. I don't know if you remember, we were talking about, like, as we explore the map, any of these little things are called points of interest. So a lot of times there's mobs here. So we were just fighting at this one. We're gonna step over here, and then if you remember, the town is behind us. So kill a few more mobs, and then we'll go back to town. Stuck. Dead. The mobs are a little close. We might be pulling too many. You're pulling too much. And when you're a tamer, you're always gonna want to kind of ID some mobs around you, because you never know if you're gonna get a good one or not. It's kind of like again, dopamine, casino type of thing. You never know if you're gonna get a good roll. Okay, you got to kind of keep your eyeballs open. Tamer Archer's best is still preferred. When I was doing a Tamer Dexter, I was a fencer. I was doing fencing. Still a solid choice. So the archery weapon special is Hinder, which is a stun. The fencing weapon special is a like armor reducer, like piercing armor or something. The swords is a bleed. Mace fighting is just an extra big hit, I'm pretty sure. Does it reduce any armor or anything? I don't know. I don't think the macing one does, right? Macing is just extra damage. You like to do mace fighting so you can beat people with a crook. Reduce. Oh, it does reduce armor. Okay. And what does fencing do? Does fencing also reduce armor? Sir Woody. Wood. Triple effect. Hit chance plus damage. Interesting. Okay. See, I don't even know what they do. But I was a fencer. No clue. She went ching, ching, ching. I never played it. Here. We're keeping an eyeball down here on our arrows. Remember, we brought 600 arrows out with us, and we're down to 80. So we might need to go back to the back to town. Some more arrows. Am I even attacking? What's going on? Oop, the guy's dying. Save Volkswagen. Alt B. We're healing. Alt B again. You might say, Jace, why are we not gaining animal taming? Well, we kind of are, okay? We've gained a couple points because we had a max of 5 passive. As we kill mobs, we potentially spend those and gain. So let's see if we gain here. We sure did. We gained. We've got another pink scroll. Let's go. We're going to go back to town. Kind of hoping that someone would open a gate over here. Vendor house. We can just step inside of a gate, cheat our way back home. Do it the long way. Should we cut through the dungeon? Guess we should. Before we come out. I'm gonna cut through. No camping skill. Yep, no camping. Probably could have got camping skill just as a new player. Probably on that. Hey. What's up, Andy? How are you? Here we go. Squeaker! He's up and squeaking! He's squeaking! I don't know if I have enough arrows to kill this thing, but let's see. A blind monkey. Happy Friday, all. How's the Taming? We're doing pretty well. You know, we're about to go drop off some of the loot we got. The 85 arms lore, 82 herding. Again, on Shelter Island, it goes fairly quick to get to 80. After that, it's a little bit slower. If you would have run your character overnight, you know, in theory, if I had enough arrows, I'd be 100 tactics, 100 archery, 100 arms lore. Potentially even 100 herding if I let my pets attack it. Because you're gaining herding when your pets do damage. So you can even gain herding on the battle train. So in theory, we could have been 100 everything except for vet and taming very easily. But we had to log off because we had wife aggro, right? Like, you're trying to play this game, but you got a family. Gotta go to work. You lose your power because you live in Texas. Your power goes out. You didn't train your character overnight. You know? Yeah, training like animal lore and herding is absolutely easy. Yeah, exactly. Hope you have Hope you have to 100 out all realities of PvP came by 5 minutes after paying the battle trainer and nothing changed exactly. That's actually very accurate. Yeah, you died on the way of the train. You're so close to the beautiful 120 taming. Congrats, dude. So that's another thing. Our caps are 100 skill, okay? Remember, we have 700 skill points, and each cap is 100. But on this server, you can get something called a skill orb, right? Is it an orb or a ball? I don't know. But a skill orb, skill ball, that will increase your overall cap by 1. You can have a 720 total. If you eat 20 balls, get 20 orbs, you will be up to 720. And then you can take certain skills over 100 as long as you have a skill scroll. And so same thing, you're going to need to eat 20 of those to get to like 120. So Chaotic there is about to be 120 taming. So chances are he ate 20 balls and he has 20 skill scrolls in taming. So those are more things we could spend money on. But again, a noob player challenge. Oh, sorry. My bad. The new player challenges, you don't really need to care about that at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not one of those people that are gonna be like, this is the build you need to play and this is the path you need to take. I would much rather you find your own way and just start playing. Like, even if you don't follow this and you just let all your skills go up, totally fine with that. Just know that you're not going to gain past 700. So at some point, you're going to need to choose which ones you want to go up and which ones you want to go down. Do you get an extra skill point if you shave your head bald? I think so. You might, yeah, you get an aerodynamic buff. Pretty sure. Nom nom. Love me some lamb fries. What's a lamb fry? What's that? I love Euro though. Love Euros. Euros are. Sure, that's lamb. Point one increase swing speed. Let's see some PKing and Outlands. You haven't done any on an archer yet, have you? No, I have not. I've not really done any PK. No. I've done more PvP. I can tell you, I've done more PvP on Sagas than I have on Outlands. And I played Outlands for like 4 years. I'm purposefully looking for fights on Saga. But for some reason on here, I don't. It's mostly because I don't have a build for it. You know what I mean? Like a lot of times, like on this server, I really just build my characters toward PVM. I don't build it on PvP at all. So, and on other servers, I like don't have to build it this way. He wants Tamers more nerfed. Or wait, he wants Tamer nerfed? Oh. I'm trying to show you guys how to play. Oh no. Oh. Oh no. We take another 600 arrows. Fine. Need us. Okay, so we dropped off our gold, and now we have 14k, you guys. Okay, we're up to 14k. We got a couple of skill scroll, or not skill scrolls, arcane scrolls. But we haven't had any good drops yet. You know, like ideally we get a research note or MCD or some item that's like sought after by the other players. Right now we haven't really got that, but that's okay. It's always time. Always time to get more drop. We are going to show you the lottery real quick because we're going to go drop 1,000 gold on a lottery ticket. Every Friday they do the lottery, and that's over here. And if you click the lottery officials, you can buy a ticket for 1,000 gold. Okay, so it ends in 12 minutes. We're going to go ahead and just purchase one ticket. It will put it in our bank box, and we will not take it out of the bank box. You just leave it in the bank box. Take it out of your bank box. It like removes it. You don't want to do that. You just want to leave it in your bank box. Hopefully in 12 minutes we will become rich. Maybe we're higher. Somehow there's a red guy that died. Chances are he got looted. Let's go. Go check it, corpse, real quick. Never know. Empty. Also, if you've been watching me play other servers, most of the time you can sell stuff to the vendors, right? Like gear to the vendors. And here you don't. So you'll take all your gear here and turn it into dust. We kind of talked about that in episode 2. We'll talk about it here more in a little bit. But you identify your loot with either a wand, or I'm using the skill for now because we're not at 700. And then you disassemble it. And you can sell. Oh, you can sell gems to vendors. That's true. I'm sorry. Sell gems. Tamer is pretty good. Getting off the ground, building a better character. Not much else. Tentacle. All versus 30. I love how often red's get card back. I think people must forget they're red or something. I don't know, or recall to a wrong rune. It does seem I do seem to see a lot of red in the or a lot of red corpses in the town. Some player vendors sell gems for less than the vendors sell to make a lot of money. That's interesting. Reds can participate in the town events. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. So yeah, on Outlands, there's PvP events. There's something called a town struggle, and then the other one, like a dungeon flashpoint or whatever. How do you get to that menu? The bracket battle, or do you have to be in a guild? Ooh, you have to be in a guild. You have to be in a guild to participate? Anyway, apparently you have to be in a guild to participate, but you can join like preemptive PvP fights, and some of them are like a town struggle, which is like capture the flag type of thing, and then there's a dungeon flashpoint, which is like a control point, you know, different ways of playing it. It's exploring right now. I'm kind of lost actually. Let's go over to the Urk dungeon just real quick. The Urks, whatever. Urkton Bluffs. Remember, Prevalia's right here. We went over this bridge. We're actually going to come down here and go to the Urkton Bluffs just to check that out. Okay, so gonna explore a little bit. And then remember, if our taming passive gains go away, we need to focus on taming. So right now we're just gaining taming passively by fighting and earning money. But once these go away, we're gonna have to go train. Wheels. Spider. Dog. Spider. Outlands PvP gives you guild favor points. You can spend them on buying constant stuff. Okay. Don't start in the Urkton Bluffs through the cave entrance like that certain YouTuber did. Yeah, the Lazy Peon showed us the bluffs, and then he panicked. He did a panicking situation. You know, typical UO panic. And we'll show you what he did, what he maybe could have done better. These little things are weird. I don't like. Sometimes these little monsters spawn. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're bad. But sometimes there's items in the chest that they leave. If you want to look, looks like somebody might have already taken it. Oh, Patty. Keith, thank you for becoming an expert supporting the channel. You're not letting my dream be a meme. You're supporting the stream, dude. Appreciate you. Don't let Jason stream and support streaming UO full time. Be me and support the stream. Yeah, thanks. Did you only stream UO? Kind of. You know? You out here making content. Got 7 minutes until we win the lottery. You're gonna win the lottery, Jace? Maybe. We'll see. I don't know. Never know, guys. Anything's possible. Funny thing is, it took me forever to find the entrance to Urkton, and he found it for the surface one. Yeah. Technically, that one's easier to find as the one in the cave. Okay, try to bard summoner. Feel so weak. Crypto. I haven't tried a bard summoner. That's so there's a couple new player challenges that I haven't done. A summoner, haven't done. A mugger, I haven't done. Some people want me to do a thief. Done that either. But yeah, I haven't done a summon one. The only mage one I've done so far was the arcane mage. Alright, anyway. So we're gonna go to the Urkton Bluff where Lazy Peon got murdered, okay? So he was coming down here chilling. And there's two entrances. There's the one in the cave here, or there's one up above. We're gonna go where he went, which is the cave, okay? This little guy right here. Boom. Horse goes away. And he popped up here. He's like, oh, it's like a dungeon or something. Now, if he were to just leave, he could have just left back down. Okay? But he panicked. That's okay. It's okay to panic. I panic all the time. We're gonna hit D here and we're just gonna start fighting. Oh wait, where are you going that way? Are you going that way? All follow me, bro. Alright, now I'm panicking. Excellent. Oh, here we go. Alright, getting hit by something. B. Hit D to guard me again. Just make sure everybody's getting guarded here. Come on. You're cooking 16 pounds of taco meat. That's a lot of tacos. Nice. We'll be right over. For your son's graduation. Okay. That's a lot of, that sounds like a lot of tacos. I don't know. How much is 16, like how many tacos will that be? How many pounds is a taco? How much is 1 pound of meat? How many tacos is that? 6? I don't even know. Couldn't tell you. Backstabber would be the worst thing on the stream. It's very slow and boring. Alright, got it. Your main's a Void Wrestler and he wrecks. PvP and PvM? Nice. Oh, I do want to do like a 0 to hero, like, or 0 to villain PK. It's not PK necessarily, but maybe like just a PvPer. Maybe you only want a PvP. Maybe we can make a character with the thought of we're going to join every town struggle. We're going to do every like PvP related activity. That might be a good one. You know? Instead of focusing on PvM, we just we make a character in PvP mode. Barely there. I think there's 3 entries. Okay, cool. Backstabber isn't bad for streaming. You just have to hide, wait 10 seconds, stealth up, hit some IP till the head out. Like, we could talk while we're doing it. Yeah. You like talking. I don't like talking on the phone, though. If I have to make a phone call, the worst. I just, anxiety. It's like I'm fighting a PK. If I have to make a phone call, I feel like the same way when I engage with a PK. Just anxious. Shaky. You know, like, oh God, don't ask me questions. Oh no, please. I will do anything to avoid a phone call. A Skype, like a video call, much easier for me. A phone call, for some reason, just I don't know, man. A Zoom meeting? Hit me up all day long. You want me to talk on the phone with you? Hmm. Especially if I don't know the person. Like, if I have to make a call. Now, my wife is calling me right now on the phone. Stop it. Wifebot, turn it off. She has to be watching the stream right now. There's no way she would be calling me right now. This back. I missed it. Missed her call. She's messing with me. I'm just doing what my kids and mom, wife told me to do. Okay, nice. They say it's a half a pound per person, though. I don't know. It seems like a lot. That does seem like a lot. Anyway, we've got some goblins right here. I think first goblin of the stream. The Pavelia Watto will be drawn. I don't know why I can't talk, guys. I'm just struggle busting lately. $45 million. Jeeve Jerwin needs this. Okay, you guys, we need this money. We're broke noob. He always answers Wifebot's phone calls. I try. I missed it though. I was over across the room. Is something attack? Like, is something doing AoE? Why am I getting hurt? Well, the Wolfhound is there, you guys. Long. Gotta heal up. Volkswagen, please go off. Heal, quick. Nice. Next on the keyboard to attack nearest D to just make sure our guys are... Oh, we're lagging. I think it's the reset. It's the server reset. The Friday reset. Every Friday at 7 p.m. CST. Or whenever the server is. They do the lottery draw, and then the dungeons reset. Like, it's a weekly reset. New dungeon bonus are available. Double click a banner to see. New jobs are available. Every Friday, it's like a hard thing. Let's see. The reward. Who won? Prize goes to Aloon. Aloon won 47 million. That was not Jeeve Jerwin. I'm upset about that. Never won the lottery. Man. I think about logging into Outlands, but then you remember your in-room is expired. Sneaky Pete. The good news about your in-room being expired is you didn't lose any item. Like they all are in like a little temporary stashed bank. So if you can muster up the courage to log in, you didn't lose anything. It's just going to be slightly annoying to go through them all. We had to click that lever to open that gate. Who won the lottery? I just said it was like I want to say it's latrine. It's not latrine though. It started with an L. Thanks. Worst part of a phone call is it's always how much I build it up in the head. Oh yeah, no, 100%. It's never bad as you make it your brain. Hey, there's a gate right here. Sweet. Beetle is such a good tank. Yeah, we definitely... The Beetle's a very good tank. We got that, I think... Did we get it on the first stream or no? Did we get it on stream number 2? Maybe stream number 2 we got it. And we got a good roll on the Beetle too. We got a pretty sweet streamer bonus roll here. Bunch of hit points. Bunch of armor. You know? Nice. Eloon 1. Eloon. Sorry, it was E-L, not L. It's a good change. I know, sometimes I think it would be easier if you lost it all. That's how I feel on Overdrive. I have so many items on Overdrive that logging in is going to be... Like, yeah, I have a house, but I didn't put everything back in my house. When I play Overdrive, it's going to be crazy. Inventory management. There's a cave bear. Oops, we attacked the cave bear. Let's see if he's any good. Let's tame the cave bear just to get some points. Let's just see if we can get a point. I don't even know. Can we gain off of 60? I don't know. Let's see. Might not. I don't think we gain. I don't see. No, animal taming, skill gaining. Okay. Please tab. All guard. Alt B. What's been your most favorite build? For me personally, it was the Arcane Mage before the nerfs. Before, like when the Arcane Mage got released during Wildlands. That was my literal favorite time playing UO. Out of like almost all of the shards that I played. It was like my dream come true to be a mage in plate. Like just a battle mage, you know, like that's, and it was tanky and it worked out for me. The build that I was playing was fun, like, you know, like it was all came together. But then unfortunately the nerfs happened, you know, it was too good. IT department, hello. What's up, WifeBot? Yeah, Jason doesn't do hardware. Yeah, Elder Nerd 3D knows. You're like, what's up? What are you doing? Like, you're calling the wrong number. Chances are she's gonna have a printer question. Most of the time, when my wife needs tech support, it's because the printer's not working. Let's see if it's a printer question. My laptop made the blue screen. Oh, okay. Is it stuck on the percentage sign or is it turning back on? Sounds like her sounds like her laptop blue screen, yeah. It made the blue screen. Is this like the red ring of death on the Xbox? Yes, that you can consider that. Yeah, 0% complete. Okay, just leave it there, WifeBot. Leave it there for now. And if it doesn't update, then we'll turn it off. If it stays at 0% for a long time, then yeah, do what Andy said and just hold the button. Ad start in about 20 seconds, guys, on Twitch. Thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you guys being here. Be sure to check out the website, jasonowens.com/support if you want to support the channel. But just being here watching is support in itself. Thank you so much. Then when you get it rebooted, do all the Windows updates. Third brand your firmware updates from the website. Can't tell that. She just had a malfunction. I'm working on a Peace Archer on Sagas, but I don't want to buy the arrows, so I'm skilling up a Fletcher Skinner to supply arrows. Nice. Good call. On that server, the arrows are so expensive. Updates? I mean, I can't keep hitting remind me later. I feel that in my bones. Should be renaming of papers. Not doing. Sorry, I'm bad. Ads here on Twitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. Alright, we're gonna head out of the dungeon. Drop off our loot. And then we're going to see what the dungeon bonuses are, okay? Because the game just re-rolled, okay? The game re-rolled the dungeon bonus things. So the Sanctuary dungeon used to be Palma. So let's see what the EXP dungeon is, what the gold dungeon is. And we're gonna go explore another dungeon. Remember, you can run anywhere in the game, okay? Just don't be afraid to explore. No matter what server you play, don't be afraid to explore. Chase, whatever happened to the bomb in your garage, it's still there. I have to look at it again after the stream. Somebody else brought it up my last stream. Damn it. I need to write a note down. I need to set an alarm on my phone. I gotta take it in. Gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with it. Heroes on Sagas are 13 goals to buy, but 3 goals to sell back. Yeah. By the way, Sneaky, you can also farm arrows. The left side of Moonvale, there's like a tribal place. There's 2 archers there. They drop 33 each. So if you can go kill without being an archer, you could potentially farm up some arrows. Although every time I've gone over there, somebody's farming them already, so may or may not be able to get some. Yeah, get some. Darian. Darian? Greg. Real G. I can't say. Thank you for the follow, dude. Appreciate it. I'm gonna actually ask a lot.
Darian _ real G.
Darian _ real G. Did it. I'm gonna get some nasty pets. Vampire bats can do bleed. They're in moss. Okay, cool. Okay, let's see how many points we have left on our guys here. So 1.7 points. We still got some to do. Again, this is a slow grind. It's a grind. We're playing. You know what I mean? We're having a great time. Out here dominating. Go back to town. Take a moon gate. Take a moon gate, they said. Now, apparently there's a bracket moon gate. I don't know what that does. Bracket moon gate? Okay. So if you don't want to double click the moon gate or stand on the moon gate, you can't say bracket moon gate. That will pull up the moon gate. I think that's something new. I actually have a script on a website that we could use to go through the moon gate. Do I bring that up now? I'm going to bring that up now. Okay, here we go. This is episode number 3. I'm gonna introduce you to something else. In Razer, we briefly talked about overhead messages and how you can add system messages in here. Well, there's another thing called scripts and macros, but we don't really do those. We're gonna do scripts. And what scripts are there like, you know, little different functionalities that you can do in the game to repeat an action, right? So these are to help you play. You don't need scripts to play, okay? You don't need scripts to play. You can definitely play without scripts, but scripts can make certain things easier. So for example, when we're running to a gate, if we're getting attacked and we're about to die, you run over to the gate. And then you gotta like make sure that you slide down over here and say travel to destination, okay? So what we've done is we've created a script to do that for us, okay? So on a little website called uorazorcripts.com. It's bound to M on my keyboard, okay? So if you're ever curious of what I'm talking about, there's a hotkey section over here. And then I say normally what I'm hitting. So hotkey M. And you can either click M here, and that will tell you like the search, or it's just escape through gate. So this is the escape through gate script. Now, you could read through this, you know, just to learn, or you could just say, trust me, bro, and click copy script. What that did is it copied it to our clipboard. So now if we go over here, back to Razer, yours are going to be completely empty. But you could just click like in the empty space and then hit new. And then we're going to say escape through gate. Or you can name it whatever, but give it a descriptive name so you know what it is later. You can say, okay. And so now it's escape through gate right here. You just click in here and you hit Control V. Okay, that will paste it in, and then you hit save. And then what we want to do is we want to make sure we click escape through gate, our script, and then we click set hotkey, and I'm going to bind that to M on my keyboard, and I'm going to hit set. So what that does now, if I hit M on my keyboard, it knows there's a gate here, and it's spamming move closer. So we're gonna step away from it. Then it's like, oh, no gate nearby. So M continuously runs. If it sees a gate nearby, it just continuously runs. But if there's no gate nearby, it just runs once and it says no gate nearby. Okay? So what we're gonna do is, let's say something was chasing us, we're about to die. I'm gonna hit M on my keyboard. The moment we get to the gate, it sucks us in and accepts the gate. This is a very important script to have if you want to get away from like player killers or maybe monsters, or it's a very nice one to have, okay? And I try to make it as easy as possible. All you got to do is copy, paste, hit play. We bind it to M. Yes, you do, says Aaron. I spent my entire life using scripts. Can't confirm you do in fact. Just don't know it. Nice. I mean, again, scripts they can enhance the quality of life or ruin the game for you. It really just depends on how you view them. You know what I mean? All right, F2 in the keyboard. That's going to go ahead and open up our bank. Now, 15K. Not as much K as I would like. You know what I mean? I was hoping for more K. World saving. We need more K in our lives. Dragging. I'm holding shift and I'm dragging everything into this little bag right here. We got 270 arrows still. Yeah, I'm gonna take the rest of our arrows we have in our. I got 500 arrows, 300 things. If playing with scripts is wrong, don't listen to Jason. Wait, playing without scripts is wrong. Don't listen to Jason. Learning how to make your life easier is everything. True. I'm just not trying to taint your experience. Okay, so when we double click this map, it shows that Cavernam, the dungeon Cavernam, is a sanctuary dungeon. So if you're a noob right now and you're afraid, dying, Cavernam is a great place to be because you can't lose your stuff in Cavernam right now. Crawl Hive is a advanced dungeon. It's more of an advanced, it's the newest one that got launched, so that's a 25% faster spawn. We're not going to go to there. Shadowspire Cathedral, also kind of a harder dungeon. We're not going to go to there. Mount Petrum does have a EXP increase. I mean, that kind of helps us, but we don't have any Codex yet or anything to really take advantage of that. But Merchant Bot in the house, we out here for the weekend? Hell yeah. Welcome. That noob friendly dungeon always the same, Jace? The noob friendly dungeon? Yeah, so the two we've gone to today on the stream was Ratman Hovel and then the Urkton or whatever, Urkton Bluffs. Those are both always Sanctuary, always available. But then each week there's a random one called Sanctuary Dungeon. We're gonna go to Petrum. Now, Petrum itself, like if we were to look at the map, like how would you travel to Petrum? We would go through a bad town to get there. So if I hit free view on the map, we just kind of scroll in. Mount Petrum is up here. And it's next to Corpse Creek, okay? So to get there, if you're a wild beast, you would take the Corpse Creek gate and then run there. However, the Corpse Creek is like where the Reds are. So if you've ever played UO before, Corpse Creek is like Buxton. It's like a lawless zone. If you show up there, chances are you're going to get killed. So if you're new, traveling to Mount Petrum, probably the spiciest dungeon you could try to travel to without taking a recall scroll and just recalling there. So we're going to do what we said earlier. We're going to take a recall scroll there, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and hit preview off. I'm going to drag this over here. We're going to go buy a recall scroll for 200 gold. And again, you don't have to do this. This is just me trying to save time here. Chances are you can get a rune book from somebody that's going to give you, you know, money and all that kind of stuff. So you don't even need to do most of what I'm doing. I'm trying to show you how to play if you never wanted to talk to someone. We're going to scroll down to recall. And you could probably buy recall scrolls for cheaper off players too. But again, I'm not talking to anybody. I think you should try out a place called Palma. I love Petrum Bluffs. No one would visit it, so you're always down there free farming. Nice. Yeah. As a new player, I'm super thankful for the camping. Yes. This is the anti-social account. It is. I'm trying to prove what's possible. So, and again, I'm sure there's more rune book. There might even be a rune book system here. I'm not sure, but I always just go to the Cambria. I know it. There's also one on Outpost. Like this is the dungeon one, red book, and it's already got charges in it, you guys. Damn it! So we're gonna save our recall scroll for later. It's already got a charge. Somebody was nice enough to put some charges in there, so we are gonna see where is it? The Mount Petrum, right here. We're just gonna click the little blue button, and it's gonna use a charge. Somebody already put a charge. Thank you. All right, and then we're out here. Let's see. There is a bear right here. We're gonna tame it, and we're gonna release it. We might as well get a point in taming. Main transportation for a non-mage character. Shiv. Nice. Good. It's a good one. Good Jane. Let's see. Like and sub. Wait. Oh. Oh no. We gotta. Every monster is not going to be called like and sub to chase. Oh no, dude. Alright, here we go. Out here fighting our first mob of the stream. Oops. We gotta re-equip our bow. When you recall, you lose your weapon. He spent 50k blessing a rune book to learn Shiv doesn't hate runes. Damn. Side quest. Tame, name, please. Oh. Right. Aged Earth. If we were to take camping, like at this point, we don't have a lot of skill points left. But if we were to take camping, what would you remove? Arms lore? Like if I were to remake this noob character and be like, all right, want to get around easily, would we just drop arms lore? Is that the play here? Because without arms lore, what do we lose? Nothing really, right? Need a point in taming right there. I'm wondering if maybe we should just do that now. How much camping do you need to get around the dungeons? It used to be 80. Is it still 80? Or is it oh, it even highlights the sanctuary dungeon right here. That's cool. It's 60 now? Oh yeah, requires 60 skill. Okay, we're gonna side quest that up for sure. Okay, because we could, in theory, just go. Oh man, we could go up to 60 camping just to get around. Yeah, it makes more sense for a new player to do that. It takes 5 minutes to get there? Yeah. I don't even take 5 minutes. Yeah, okay, cool. I thought it was 80. It's the fact that they changed it to 60. Yeah, we should just get that. You convinced me, guys. Well done. When we leave this dungeon, we'll just go get camp. And we know that for the next new player challenge. Arms Lord does give pet damage on the disarm, which makes you hinder more. Yeah. It's nice, but I think as a noob, running around easier, getting around, like traveling easier, would be better. Our Volkswagen, the Scarab, has increased level. Nicely done. Is there a way to add drinking alcohol to your autodexer for if you're wearing discipline aspect? I'm sure there is. I haven't actually done that. But, yeah. Damage got nerfed, so it's kind of trash. Arms lore in general? If you do, you make my man Nips happy. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna do it right now, but yeah, let's we could add it. Got here on a new player challenge, man. I hear you. Trapdoor spider. What? 75. We're gonna tame the trapdoor spider just so we can. Oh, he goes invisible. Makes sense. He's a trapdoor spider, Jason. Okay. Nice. Boom. There we go. Okay, then we're gonna release him. That's, what was the name I was gonna use over here? Wait. How do you rename this spider? Huh. Ah. Okay. All my pets aren't doing anything because we have too many followers. Release. Ugh. Okay. Follow me. Damn, we are here getting murdered, you guys. Oh no. Okay. Okay. All right. We're gonna hit Alt B. We're gonna heal up our Volkswagen first. Horbath, welcome to the stream. Hello. Boom. First try on the res. Let's. Devil bat. I wanted to see what these devil bats were. Damn. Be in the keyboard. We gotta heal ourselves up. This is some spiciness right here. We're a little bit low. Getting rickety wrecked around here. Camping also does additional base weapon damage. Okay, nice. That, yeah, we should definitely. We're gonna replace arms lore with camping. Nice. Good call, y'all. Good call. I wish I could go back and edit the episode 1. You know what I mean? Like, just put a little side note in episode 1. Like, if you're watching episode 1, take camping right away so we can get around. You know? Alright, our pet died, and then we just rezzed him. So I'm just going to hit D in the keyboard again. That means he'll get sent in to fight again. So remember, when you kill something, and then, or I'm sorry, if your pet dies or whatever, you got to reissue command. This is why we have D bound to say, all guard me. All guard. Rip Scarab. Spider. Devil. Scavenger Blue. Sting. That's 90, I think. Edit. Nice. Oh, nice. Wicked Willow is actually attacking our Volkswagen Bug as well. Okay. There's a Rock Guanar. However you say it. Not that I want to run into reds, but we honestly haven't run any reds. It's pronounced Guar. Nice. We haven't run any reds yet, which is interesting. You know, like I can't run into reds on the sagas. I can't run into reds here. Like, do reds even play this game anymore? No reds confirmed. Anyway. Ooh, like this trapdoor spider here? We're gonna use this trapdoor spider, right? Or are they not good? Are trapdoor spider good? Backstab? I feel like this is a good trapdoor spider. Is that a good one? Is this a good one, or is wrestling too bad? You guys tell me before we kill it. Is that a good one? Like, would I replace my primordial with it? Or me? Positive poisoner? Yeah, just for that. Okay, we're gonna get this trapdoor spider. Then I'm gonna relieve. Oh, got him. That up. We're gonna step out of the range. Wicked Willow here. I'm gonna train up I'm gonna tame the trapdoor spider. Average. I mean, it's gonna be better. Like, I have a cave bear. I'll show you my stuff. I feel like I'm gonna replace the trapdoor spider at least with the either the cave bear or the keeps going into very frustrating. Taming trapdoor spider. We're healing our. He went invisible again. Trapdoor spider. Tame. Will you be my friend, trapdoor spider? Gained a taming and he failed. That's fine. I'm gonna hit L on my keyboard when he shows up. L is gonna tame the closest. L. Fail. How we get spawns on us, guys. Failed to tame. We're just gonna say all kill here. Target back. Okay, click and tame this guy, baby. There we go. Okay, we got that. Okay, all right. So now I want to just run over here, and we're gonna run over here, and I want to compare these pets real quick. I feel like I'll probably just get rid of the top of it. Cave bear is we're gonna get rid of it. Here we go. Okay, now I can hit D here. We're gonna Get that guy up. We're gonna pull up our trapdoor pet spiders thing. We're gonna animal lore him real quick. Go over to abilities, turn it to passive. Heal up our Volkswagen bug. Follow me, Volkswagen. Boom, popping off. We're making it happen, guys. Urge. Getting pincer moved between the aged Earths. Healing up our Volkswagen. Everything's going great, guys. Fine. Gaining taming. 84.1 taming. Probably almost out of points. Got 2.2 points, actually. Not bad. Okay, I didn't get credit for any of those kills. That guy got them all. Totally fine. Didn't get credit for that thing either. Doesn't bother me at all, y'all. Everything's great. Out here. My mom. Every shard of travel now says random. So true. It's honestly crazy how anti-red Outlands is. Is it? It goes through waves, I think. Every shard does, really. Can't go anywhere without getting killed. And then sometimes I can't go anywhere without finding one. Every time I see a red, they got like 4 chasing them. Get that red out. Eat him out. Boom, there we go. Getting that loot. Dude, give me that loot. We can't do stingers yet, so we're just gonna murder the stinger. We're getting attacked by more blues while out mining. Nice. The blues are out in force. Ain't nobody got time to mine around here. Alright, when we log off today, we are going to leave our character running something. Whether it's animal lore, whether it's doing the fighting skill. I'm definitely going to be leaving this stream with, like, setting us up for next episode on Monday, okay? So, if there's anything that you'd like to see, like, what are you going to do? What are you going to train? Blah, blah, blah. That's going to be near the end of the stream, but let me know, and I'll make sure that I include it. Off the top of my brain, we're going to make sure that we're fighting and doing, like, the training. Like, herding tactics. Maybe veterinarian. I don't know. Animal war, for example. That's starting in about 5 seconds over there on Twitch. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you're having a good time. Happy Friday. Life falls okay. Trade combat and lore at the same time. Good. Good. But then it replaces my it might replace my ability to heal my pet. That drone apparently stomped our face. Stomped our face again. We probably want to step outside the drone. The drone domination here. Here we go. Oh, cool, cool. Combat and vet, yeah. The good news is we are gaining vet just by playing right now. You know, like we're gaining vet We're applying the 8. Not automated necessarily right now, but after cooking all this meat, I don't care if I eat tacos at all next year. Nice, dude. Well done, though. Way to get just a million tacos created. You've started your own taco truck and you didn't even know it. Well done. Oh, dude, I need you on Sagas. Be on Sagas. Don't worry. What are you trying to do over there on the side? I'm so close to having a script that tames and releases pets. Nice. You should do the website when you're done. You're done. It has to get the name of the pet that you just tamed and then say pet name release. And hit gum too? Yeah. Yeah, Boduke, I can't really help right now, but yeah, definitely, we could definitely do that. But here's the thing with being a new player, guys. The mobs keep respawning. We're literally not killing the mobs fast enough. The mobs just respawn. Which is fine. You know, again, we're just chilling here in this the same spot. Trying to murder. It's gonna be effing murders. I don't know if there's a rename function on Saga. This don't stand in the same spot too long. Yeah, you got to move every now and then. Otherwise, you get a debuff. So that you can't AFK farm. How do you heal yourself with this build? Technically, veterinarian skill can heal yourself. It's like a reduced heal. But later on, we're going to start using veterinary supply kits instead of bandages. And those do an AoE heal, which also include yourself. Right now, we're just trying to avoid taking damage. But if a push comes to shove, we can heal with a bandage using vet on ourselves. Scooty Puff hitting us up with the top clipper. The Clips leaderboard switched. Well done. I don't know if you guys see that or not, but I do. Willing to buy a vet page for the healer codex? That'd be interesting. Vet only heals your pet, or does it heal you too? Yeah, no. If we use a bandage on ourselves, it will heal us. But once we get to these vet supply kits, they heal in like an AoE, and it also heals yourself. So the thing with the vet supply kits, though, is they cost money, right? So the bandages are pretty easy peasy, lemon squeezy, single target. But as you get better, faster, stronger, you're going to be using vet supply kits. Got 90 left. Oh man. Animal taming. We're up to 84.6 taming. Where we are animal luring our pets, and then you can see we have a passive still. So got that from just gaining taming in the Doob dungeon. A veterinary with bandage is 50% of the amount healed with healing yourself. Oh, okay. So there we go. We've killed all those mobs, and then they respawn. So the Wicked Willow back in business. We literally have just been standing here fighting, which is totally fine. Again, we got 4K on us. We haven't gotten any items yet, really. We've gotten some. Again, for example, we could item IDing this until it gets ID. A drone coming our way. Drone does an AoE damage on the ground. I'm gonna switch to attacking. I'm gonna stand out of his AoE. It's in a cone formation. We can turn on and off corpse names. I bound that to a key on our keyboard. If you're ever curious about some of the settings you want, I do YouTube videos every Wednesday. You do, Jace? I sure do. The most recent one, top 5 settings for any server you play. Be sure to check that out. youtube.com/jaceowns or jaceowns.com for all your UO needs. And in today's news, we're going to start doing a UO news podcast. Hey, Jace, you got a Discord? I sure do. Definitely join that too. Thank you so much for asking. Epically? No, randomly epic. Anyway. Boom. Here we go. Popping off, y'all. Volkswagen. We stepped too far away from Volkswagen. Poor Volkswagen. Please, live. He died. Some of you may die, like Volkswagen. A Paragon Devil Bat, okay? We want to try to get that. A Paragon Devil Bat is, it's going to drop a special item. If we can get this special item, that will be fantastical. Because it would at least give us, hopefully, something good, okay? A Paragon is what we need in our lives right now. Okay, we need this. We're not going to get it, though, because people are going to outdamage us. Like, there's no way we're going to get this. Come on. Our pets are dying. Everything's falling apart around us. We're a noob. Our Primordial's dead. Devil Bat. Come on. We need this. Volkswagen. Is the trapdoor spider, did he level yet? He did. Okay. Alright, here we go. Okay, murder crows. There's a murderer in the area. The worst time possible for a murderer. We're gonna need to bandage ourselves, but I need to make sure that this guy lives. Oh no, you guys. Oh no, this is the worst. Hold on, the murder crow, oh, the devil bat. Oh no, dude. Here we go. Drained a zone for sure, incoming. Okay, here we go. We're gonna heal ourselves up. Oh, that guy died. Okay, we got a Paragon. Okay, we got the Paragon completed. We're gonna just run to the zone. There's a gate right here. Remember, M on our keyboard. M. Instantly sucked into the portal. We've secured a Paragon chest. A Paragon chest. The best item we've gotten so far. Kind of. It has potential of having a good item in it. It also has potential of sucking. Posted your website. You didn't create a profile, so it posted anonymously. Damn it. Make a profile, bro. Okay, I can't. Get it. Alright, this town I'm not very familiar with in regards to like where the town is. Thank you. Is this a ripoff of Trinsic? Maybe. Remember, nothing's yours until it's in the bank. So we've secured our loot into the bank. Now, in order to open these, you're gonna need lock picking, remove trap. This is where you would reach out to someone on Discord and be like, hey, I don't want to talk to anybody, but can you open this for me? This is an interesting conundrum. Like, how would a newbie react to having to unlock a Paragon? Yeah, you would need to reach out to another player. Or I wonder if you can open one with 50-50. Like, if you make a noob character, can you open it? I don't know if you can open it as like a 100% noob. If I started a character with 50-50 and I open a Paragon chest. Okay, one of the other things that we're going to talk about real quick on the item IDing, okay? If you remember, we were kind of talking about you can recycle items to get this arcane essence, which we'll use for our aspect once we finish it. And so items come unidentified, right? And what I was saying is on our noob character, we can actually use the item identification skill ourselves. The problem is when your skill is low, it's hard to do it. Well, there's another script for that, you guys. You got another one, Jace? I sure do. If we go over to hotkeys again, it's called I on my keyboard. It's item recycle while farming. Okay? And basically what this will do is you can set whether or not you want to keep items or remove them. By remove them, I mean it will crush them down. And then it also can use the item ID skill as long as you have over 30. So the script right now will say it won't work. But we're going to copy this and then we're going to paste it. And I probably edit this so it works under just for you. If we go over to scripts again, then we click over here and say new, we're gonna say probably should have done this like noob item ID. If I paste this in here, I'm gonna hit save, and then I'm just gonna if I hit play, it's gonna say, hey, Jay says not able to ID. You need the skill or a wand. But we're actually gonna change that value to match what we have down here just for now. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm asking you to do this. But this item ID skill is above 30. We're actually just going to change it to 17 for this little experiment. I'm going to save and play here. Wait, it's not going to work. Wait, Control Z on everything I said. I think I check it in multiple places. Damn it, I check it in multiple places. Never mind. No, let's change it right now. Let's change it live on the screen. Let's do it. Here. We're going to say set a var. Jace. Minimum. Item. ID. Skill. And I'm just going to set it to 5. Okay. And then we're going to scroll down here, and where it says these, I'm just going to replace it, okay? So if this, second. If this, and we're just going to change it to this. Oh. Replace all. Save. Play. Okay, now it's gonna keep item IDing until it until it does it. And once it does it, it will then recycle it if it was a bad item. Okay, so it's like, hey, this is an unidentified metal shield, and it keeps running the script. Like again, this is where scripts are nice because we don't have to click the button over and over again. It's clicking it for us. Okay. It was a substantial guarding metal kite shield. So it's like, nope, we're going to Johnny number 5 disassemble that. A rune spellbook, Johnny number 5 disassemble. Okay. So, oh, as a noob, you could use the second account and spam item ID in your dagger and the noob, and you get 80 in the shelter. That's true. You could probably do this pretty quickly as a noob character. So we're gonna just go ahead and take this and put it in the bank. Not that I don't trust this Dungeons RS, bro. Look at that chest. As a noob, you cannot trade a trapped chest to someone, okay? If I try to trade it to him, it's gonna say you can't trade trapped items. Where did it go? Did they drop it on the ground? Where did it go? Did we just delete the item? Oh, you have it? How did you get it? I think it must have fell on the ground and you scavenged it up, huh, or something? All right, sweet. Thank you so much. Here we go. All right, in this, we got a artisan aspect core. Because the clue's a hacker? Nice, okay. We got an artist. So these are the cores, you guys, okay? So we're going to put these in our bank. I'm assuming what happened is I tried to trade with him and it fell to the ground. So don't do that. I drug it from the bank to a trade and then it said, hey, you can't do that. I am assuming it popped to the ground. I'm assuming that's what happened. Anyway, so this artisan aspect core, by the way, thank you for the follow there, Don, is, I don't know how much. How can we find out how much it is, Jace? Well, we're going to head over to the portal. We kind of briefly touched on the portal earlier, but portal.uooutlands.com, there's a vendor search here. And if I search for artisan core, aspect core, come on, baby, big money. So one core, the cheapest core is 43,000 gold. So we just, from killing that one Paragon mob, we earned 43,000 gold. Not bad. Not bad at all. Now I actually have to talk to a player and sell it. But we're gonna pretend that we're doing that. By the way, I did actually make a video on selling to a new player, by the way. So if you were curious, like how the hell do I actually sell an item? If you go right down here, I made a video about this. It is right here. A new player guide of selling items to other players on Discord. So if you needed to like actually sell this item, this video kind of covers how to do that. So if you're brand new, again, my website's kind of a resource for you. A YouTube channel is kind of a resource, but the Discord is a very good resource as well, like the Outlands Discord. You don't have to just talk to me, but trust me, bro. Lots to do. Anyway, so we're going to pretend right now. Does anyone have the need of a artisan aspect core? Because I will sell it to you guys right now, just so we can get some money and then maybe get a Codex. I will trade this artisan aspect core for either a taming bestiary or 43,000 gold. Whichever you might have available. Make it the Codex? Hell yeah, remain unknown. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is when you trade with somebody, you really shouldn't trade in a town like this because you can get stolen from, but you can't get stolen from in shelter. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and then run like a crazy person to shelter. This is the worst town to run away from. Actually, I'm gonna put this back in the bank. Because can you get to the moon gate from here without going out of the guard zone? Oh, there. What is this? Magmire. I don't think you can get to the gate without leaving the guard zone. So we're gonna just go ahead. We'll head to shelter soon. We're gonna stop at another town. Get a to pick it up out of the bank. Because we can't access the bank from shelter. But we can like trade in shelter, you know what I mean? We can go back. So we want to go pick up our item out of the bank. But this town was terrible choice for doing this. Okay, great. Thanks, Remain Unknown. So we are trading the artisan aspect core for a taming bestiary. Because they're pretty similar value. It's like 45k, 45k. This last night, EFP paid someone to pay my noob player. But to pay, he threw the check on the ground in Corpse Creek. So I went there on my new character and snagged the check. I then went back to shelter and gave the 500 check to an actual young player. He said, good luck. Laughed. Wow. Some little noob out there got 500k. Nice. I wish I was that some little noob. Remain unknown. I'm sorry. I'm killing this very slowly. This guy was calling to me. I feel like he's gonna drop something too. So, name was Mr. Hung. Congrats. All right, there we go. We gained a point in taming. It was all worth it. On, keep it Derwin. Let's go. All right, and I'm choosing the taming bestiary first. I don't know if that's the right call, you guys. Okay, honestly, I don't know what's the first thing you should buy. I'm not a min-max player. I don't really do the math. So if you're looking for like the absolute most ultimate way to play, my guides are probably not the best thing to follow. But I try to just teach you how to play and hopefully have a good time. Okay, like, my goal is to get you just play. I'm not trying to get you to the top level as fast as humanly possible. I'm just trying to get you to play this lovely game called Ultima Online. Okay, so we're going to go to a smaller town. Outpost. And I'm just going to leave all my pets here so I don't have to worry about them. It said all stay. We're going to run to the bank real quick and then we'll run right back. Technically, this is out of the guard zone too, but I'm willing to risk it for the biscuit here. Jace, you're streaming. I know. Be crazy out here, guys. Whoa. Jeeve Jerwin making a run for it. Eye of the tiger. Made it. All follow me. W on the keyboard. Shelter Island. Boom. Detective Fox on the stairs. Did they make the stairs bigger? I feel like they made them bigger. And we're going to drop artisan aspect on. Boom. He's given us the taming bestiary or bestiary or whatever the hell you say. Perfect, dude. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Have nice manners when you talk to people. Hey man, thanks so much for your videos. Wouldn't have randomly gave Outlands a try if it wasn't for you. Having a blast. Hell yeah, dude. Great to hear. Shout out to Remain Unknown in the chat, aka Detective Fox in the game. We've secured our first item. This is one of these progression items, you guys, okay? And basically, the docs. The way these work is we're gonna gain points, okay? As we fight, this little upgrade progress bar will fill in, and you earn a points. You earn a point. And then what you can do is you can spend the points inside the attack class, the utility class, the tank class. Okay. And this main page here shows us what we have. So we have 2 attack class pets, 1 utility class, and 1 tank class. Let's go. And this is a blessed item that's just going to stay on us. So, we're doing good. Get out here. Back. Out. And then we're going to train camping. Because another thing, I should have just taken camping at the very beginning. I'm sorry I didn't, you guys. That was my bad. That was on me. I was trying to be cheeky. But let's not be cheeky. Let's just accept the fact that taming at 60 can get us around. Okay? Why are you so cheeky, Jace? Cheeky. What we're gonna do? Take that. Now you could spend 500 gold and get to 50 camping instantly. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna just. I have 21k right now. We're doing pretty good. We're just gonna spend 50 or 500 gold and train camping. I think. Who trains camping? Is it the carpentry people? No. It's camping. Warrior? Oh. Ranger. Prisoner? Your dad usually. Damn, dude. So true. My dad would have, my dad was all about it. Yeah, train camping, provision. Okay, so it's currently pointed down, so we gotta like go fix that. We gotta go miscellaneous. We gotta hit camping up. We're gonna drag it into our build here. And we're gonna say camping, train camping. Okay, 500 gold. Step on in there. Boom. So now we have 50 camping. So let's go finish it off real quick in the shelter dungeon. How are you going to do that, Chase? Well, oh, and I also need to put publish. I'm getting sidetracked. 5, 30, 2025. Allow a noob to item. We're just actually going to. If you have 1 skill, it's going to try to use item ID. If you have no skill, it won't. Control A, Control C. I'm going to go ahead and just post this to the website. You got a website, Jace? Yes, I do. I have multiple. Like that. Update it. 5. Wow, noobs. Sweet. So that's this one right here. Ads start in about 40 seconds on Twitch, you guys. So thank you for tuning in. Thanks for supporting the channel. When you left click on an NPC, the delay for the menu to pop up, is that the same on every server you've played? I feel like it'd take ages to pop up. No. The menus are completely different on every server. Some servers don't even have context menu. So literally just however, you know, not all servers have. It's kind of like the hover, you know, like if you hover over an item on this one, it doesn't have it at all. But a lot of servers, they have like the item hover there. And we're out of arrows too. We're gonna need to buy it. Almost a full second to pop up? Really? Let's buy some from power. Oh, yeah. Damn it. Doesn't have any arrows. Oh, man. My wife hovers over the... Yes. It is similar to that. Maybe. Baker, farmer, ranger, according to wiki. Nice. Okay, we're gonna head to the shelter dungeon, but what we're gonna do before we go there is just we're gonna double click on a thing, and we're gonna get some kindling. Double click kindling. Okay. And we're on ads right now, so we're gonna wait. I'll talk about it. We're gonna double click our deck. I get some kindling. Not enough wood. Said. Not enough wood. What the hell? Did someone already roll through here and take all the wood? Not enough wood? Oh no, there it goes. Your axe will probably get more. Okay, so we're double clicking this and it's giving us kindling. Okay, we're gonna take this kindling, we're gonna drag it into our items right here. Next we'll give you good wood, 7. Probably don't even need this 8. No officer privileges. Everyone has equal. Why is he talking to a tree? More than just gaming. Great company. 1. Offers new player assistance. Our senior members will help you build your template successful. Proud. Be 9 days old. Foster. They had a custom life. Please contact 0 negative. Huh. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go in the noob dungeon to finish training camping. It will go up fast. But anyway, what I was doing was I was gathering some. I was double clicking our dagger and then clicking our oak tree. I'm gonna set a hotkey for this though, guys. Okay, so I'm gonna hit Alt O macros. We're gonna say new macro. I'm gonna say last object. Last object is gonna be a macro that we want, and I do it Control Z. Okay, Control Z. I'm gonna click up here. Why is it not Control Z? Why is it saying X? Control Z. There we go. That was hidden. Then we're gonna scroll down here and we're gonna do last object. So now whatever we last double clicked will be our last object. So I just clicked the dagger. If I hit Control Z here, now it does our dagger again. Okay. Fantastic. Now if I double click our kindling, it tries to start a fire. I can just I can Control Z again to light another fire. So Control Z. It says you failed to ignite. Control Z. I'm just hitting Control Z here, okay? It's using up the kindling, but we're gaining camping. See? Now, when you start a campfire, we actually can gain passively as well. So we don't have to keep doing the campfire. We can just stand here and gain. And you can see that our camping skill is increasing. But it can go faster if you hold down, if you just keep using it, okay? So we're gonna, in addition to gaining the passive, we're going to start a new fire. Okay, we're gonna burn down the new player dungeon. Really what we're trying. Burning it down. Then eventually we run out of kindling, but it's fine. We're just trying to get to 60. Flip him. Thanks for that. I don't think you gain from somebody else's campfire. So if someone is near you doing this, I don't think it works. So just FYI, you need to make sure it's your own campfire. So there, we're out of kindling. We're at 52. I'm just going to let it sit here for a second. Take a sip of water. Cry a little. Okay, Beefy Greens, welcome. You do? Gain from somebody else's? So why would you use the compass over the world map? The compass was the original map. So this, like, if you were back in 1997, this is how you navigated the game. The reason why I have it up is so I know what's west, south, north, and east, because I just can't remember. But you technically don't ever need that anymore. You can definitely just use this new and improved 2025 map. So we got the, you know, we got the Volkswagen Beetle over here, and then we have you know, OnStar Mustang. You know what I mean? We got you got where we were and where we are now. Some started from the bottom. Now we're here. Someone should add the directions on the new map. That would be fantastic. If it had a W and S, but then you can also flip this, by the way, guys. So some people don't like it like this. They want it to be like straight up and down. You right click it and then say like tilt map. Where the hell is it? Where's the tilt map? Rotate map. There we go. You can have it just straight up and down. Oh, makes me dizzy. Makes me dizzy looking at that though. So I like to rotate it so it matches the regular game. I do like the straight map, but it messes me up. Exactly. I need it to match. Otherwise, my brain can't compute. I think you're scared we'd giving you a side eye right now for the Volkswagen comment. Exactly, dude. That's actually it was on the brain. What pets are you running besides the Scarab? We just really kind of just picked up pets along the way. So the Scarab we went out of our way to get. And then I just recently got this trapdoor spider because as we were in Mount Petrum, its stats were just calling to me. So I went ahead and took this one. But in theory, we had a cave bear, a primordial, which were out of the shelter dungeon. I replaced the cave bear with this trapdoor spider. Eventually, you might care about what pets you're using, but right now, I don't think it matters. I think it's, you know, whatever one you're having fun with. Just remember, if it's level 0 and it dies, you don't get anything. And they do go all the way to level 10, right? So the longer you keep a pet, the better it's going to get. So like the fact that I dropped the cave bear, probably shouldn't have, but at the same time, the more taming it requires, also in theory, the better it is. So like a cave bear is 60 taming, so this one's 75. So in theory, this one should be better. But again, I'm not a min-maxer, so don't listen to me. Like there's bats and stuff. Somebody was mentioned there was a vampire bat that bleeds, that we could potentially get out of Mausoleum right now. That's probably a good option. We're just waiting for our camping skill to go up. I'm worried I didn't get enough kindling. Have you covered the underdog bonus in your guide? No. The underdog, is that part of zoology, or is that part of this, or is that something else? What is the underdog bonus? Surge, educate us. I thought that was the old beast. Or is that still a thing? Zoology? You do bracket zoology. This is like the pets that don't get used get a buff. This resets each week. So like right now, the strongest pet buff is a sand crab. So the fact that no one is using a sand crab, it now has like a special buff. We talked about this a little bit at the very beginning. Underdog bonus, I believe, gives you a bonus based on the pets being lower required to tame and higher up the tamer. Like if you're using a 50 skill required pet at 120, if you do animal lore, it'll show you the bonus. Okay, let me... I see, okay. So like this requires minimum 60 taming. And if I look at its details, we're actually getting a underdog bonus of 11% damage increase. because of what Surge just said. It's if the pet is under your current skill, it gets a bonus based on the difference. I like it. And then same with the zoology one. So, right, a primordial, I'm getting a zoology bonus and an underdog bonus. The trapdoor spider, if I click the details here, the underdog bonus is less because it's a closer to my current skill, but the zoology bonus is a little bit different. Interesting. Very cool. All right, we're about to hit 60 camping. Then I think I'm just going to lock it. Do I need to get over 60 camping for everything else? I don't think I do, right? 60 camping? Close my skill scroll. Skills. You want to carry a little bit more weight, a bit more damage, okay. For the stream right now, we'll go ahead and just stop at 60, but you could potentially keep going on the camping. I'm gonna lock that right there at 60. And then arms lore, we're gonna point down. Once we hit 700 skill, like we won't lose any skill until we hit 700. But once we hit 700, then our arms lore will go down. So meanwhile, we're gonna take advantage of arms lore, being at 87.2. Then eventually we're to get it done. Okay, cool. Do we have to use a campfire, or can we just move around now with this? I don't know how this works. Let's find out together live on the stream. So we're here. Now, can we just go back to Mount Petrum? From here? Or am I going to need a camping? Dungeons? Petrum. Hike inside. You must use an explorer's pack or be near a secure campfire. Okay, let's go get a campfire. Because I don't remember everything. Okay. Eve. We're going to double click this campfire here. Click, 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 click. And we keep failing. Here we go. So a campfire secures in like 10 seconds, 15 seconds? Not 100% sure. 27 seconds, so 30 seconds. Jeez Louise. Thinking about dropping Majory and doing some sort of physical damage. I'm finding myself burned out on Majory and depending on the regs. Played Summoner for a long time. Do you use Shiv in your build to get around? No, we just are about adding camping though. So before I was just running around and buying a rekill scroll off of the vendor. But we're about to move around via camping. So it's secure now. Now we can open our book. We can go to a dungeon. We're going to go back to Mount Petrum. Hike inside the dungeon. We're hiking. Let's go. I'm going to eat food. Okay, so it started us up at the top. Sounds great. And then when we first go in, it says we have a stationary penalty. We need to move around for it to do damage. There we go. Wow. They're out here dominating now. Okay. So we should start to do more and more damage, and we're going to keep an eyeball on our EXP of this thing. So after we kill our first mountain, fine. We're just going to see how much we get. So we open this up. We currently have 0. Because we just bought this. And it doesn't automatically refresh as far as I know. So we're going to kill this. It's still going to be 0. But we're going to double click it again. And then it says we gained 9.7%. So that one mob gave us, 10%. Not bad. So after we fill this in, we'll get a point. And we can go all the way up to 20 points. I assume they get slower. I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember. Alright. As a new player. with hashtag no help. A little bit of help. We did have to sell an item. We had to talk to someone in Discord to open our lockbox. Then we had to sell our item as well. But both are very doable as a noob. Also, chances are, if you're really a noob, you can just ask for people and they'll help you out. Like, you know, the community here, everybody that plays Outlands normally wants you to play Outlands. You know what I mean? I think everybody here that actually plays Outlands wants you to play Outlands. And so they want to try to get you. You know what I mean? They're trying to hook you in. Sons of guns. If you really don't want to talk to someone at the vendor, you can just buy a vendor too. That's true. Yeah, we want to PK you later. Everybody but Declue. I think Declue's the only one telling you not to play here. Really. Alright, so we're another mob in. So I'm going to open this up, see we're at 17% here. So, again, and we're in the EXP dungeon, by the way, guys. So Mount Petrum is the EXP dungeon. This is where the EXP dungeon shines for getting extra stuff into our codexes and our aspects and all that kind of crap. Surge the MVP. You were also helping a noob the other day on the stream in Aegis 4. You were helping him get Blood Aspect 10. You did a great job. God, I'm so sore, you guys. Fucking workout today is murdering me. I hate Friday's workout. I'm gonna vomit. By the way, 2 weeks in on I've worked out more in my 40s than I did in my 30s. And I turned 40 in February. That's embarrassing, but accurate. Doing CrossFit? I'm doing a semi-private training gym where it's a group of people with a trainer. I passed multiple gyms to get there, and I feel like an idiot. I told that to the guys. I'm like, I passed multiple gyms to get here. I feel like this is dumb, but hey, I'm coming. If they would just reverse some of the hit point buffs, like low-level mobs, I would recommend it again. So as it sits, you just can't recommend it to new players. I hear you. Get it. Invited people only. Only people that pay. Yeah. Alright, I'm going to double-click this again. Oh, we're almost to our first point. We're going to definitely get a point here on the stream, guys. I'm so proud. Switch your actual character to give him all his codexes, 250, and a bunch of loadout bursts. You're like one of those surprise people who like don't want to accept a tip or whatever. You're like pretending you don't have any money. Surge, you're like pretending you don't have any money, and then you're like, oh, and then they like give you like, oh, just go ahead and take it, like it's okay, and then you pull out like a 500 bucks and you hand it to them. You're one of those people. It's not even like that. Okay. Apologize. Oh, he just ran up to you, started to give you stuff. Okay, I see. You've never had any injury in your life and you started exercising and you've already injured every joint in your body. That's what normally happens to me when I start a workout or anything, and then that's what sucks. And that's what I was telling the trainer, dude. I was like, my number one goal is to not get hurt. I don't want to get hurt. Every time I try to do it myself, I get hurt. And he was saying, yeah, like the number one reason why people don't come back is because they get hurt. So that's their goal too, is to not have people hurt. Like, all right, I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Why do I want to cry and pump at the same time? All right, what are some other things you can do while you're playing this game, Jace? Well, if you're an achievement hunter, They have those too, okay? I like that. I like achievements. That gives you something to work for in the game, you know? If you hit the help button over here in your paper doll, it pulls up a whole bunch of more menus. Then there's an achievements tab, okay? And on this achievements tab, there's also multiple pages of achievements. So you can kind of, if you're looking for a goal and you like to kill monsters, hitting up this slaying tab is probably a good idea. You know, I've obviously filled some stuff in because I've played this game for 4 years. But these are good achievements to get. What do you get with achievement points, Jace? Well, as you gain achievement points, you can spend them on different items. I'm not going to tell you what the best item is to buy, but you can get a ethereal mount. You can get a sweet looking decorative backpack. You can get chains. That's probably where you want to spend them, your money here. Chains. Moat deed. Yeah. Ooh, we got a survival kit gear. Okay, survival kit gear used to be worth 30-ish K, but I think people are telling me it's like worth 8 now. But either way, we're gonna go drop that off real quick. We're gonna go drop that off because you might as well. We're new. Also, we need it. Boom. Survival kit gear. Let's see how much it is on the vendor. Survive. Okay, yeah, it's about 10K. I mean, still pretty good. We're a noob, so that's still pretty good. 10K? Coming our way. Let's go. Remember, I and the keyboard, that's going to identify our loot and then recycle. No, it's not. I didn't bound it to I. Let me bind it. Do item I. There we go. I. Identifying our loot and recycling it if it's bad. It's going to keep it if it's good. That was it. We just had one item. But there we go. We're going to drop our loot off into our thing. Everything's coming up us, guys. Look at us go. Okay. Quitters. Good follow. Okay, that recall scroll later. A plant chemical. This is used for crafting as well. I think plant chemicals are like a K or 2. I don't know. Let's see. Plant chemical. Yeah, 1500 for a plant chemical. Okay. And again, most items that drop, if it's not an unidentified item, you're gonna loot them. You know what I mean? I would loot everything. I'm also a hoarder. 70% into our first point. What is a survival kit gear? Like, what is survival kit gears for? It's for a pit trial. You need 10 of them, and then you can enter like an instance where you fight mobs till you die. So it's like an instance where you fight mobs till you die, and you get like rewards for the end. It was introduced recently-ish. A year ago. Recently-ish. I take 600 arrows for the rest of those. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. Let me go get another survival, or not survival kit. Another kindling. Another kindling and go back to the dungeon. Again, point is we're trying to get EXP. Go. Wow, that's getting up. It's more. Oh, also on this server, Smart Harvest is enabled, so you don't have to click a tree. You can actually click yourself, and it will try to grab whatever's nearby. That's actually a very nice feature on here. Quality of life thing, where no matter where you are, if you just click a harvesting thing, whether it's mining, lumberjacking, or using a dagger, it will attempt to use any of the area around your character. Nice. Nice change. That's a nice change. Campfire is secured. Fantastic. Going back to the dungeon. Back to Mount Petrum. Gonna hike inside. And it sent us to a different spot. I'm pretty sure every time you hike, it sends you to a different like location. Do you feel it's worth to have module scripts where you could just paste parts in for your character to work to reduce the script processing time? Yes and no. I mean, they're very quick. It's not exactly like it's there's a big delay on specific things. So, you know, even in like our huge scripts where I'm doing like auto deck spots kind of thing, we try to put logic in where it exits when it doesn't need to based on your skill check, you know? Obviously, the less logic you have in a script, the faster it will be overall. But I don't think it's that bad. We have a point unlocked. Almost 80%. Rock who are. Animal taming. 85.2. What's our... Okay, we have 1.1 still to gain just by fighting. So we're not doing too bad, you know. Again, like this was our third day playing, you know. We're out here fighting. There's probably some tie to the ping because scripts are sadly slow for me at 150 ping. Yes, a lot of the times like the logic needs to hear back from the server, so like in a lot of mine I use get label, know whether or not something's happening, and get label will wait as fast as your ping, which by the way, if you want to know your ping, up here there's a statistic tab. You can do net stats. That will show up your ping here, and you could double click it to just make it small. We could like put our ping down here. Same with FPS. Go to statistics, video stats, and same thing. You can click it to make it big. Click it, make it. You see my post about speeding up scripts, by the way? Where? Maybe. Did you send it just to me? Ads start in about 45 seconds time. Thank you for supporting the channel. 44 ping, you're rocking 180. Ripped. On Sagas, I'm like 130. No aspect yet? Not yet. We did get a beasting Codex or whatever the hell they call this. Taming bestiary. We're about to get a point unlocked. You've unlocked a point in your taming bestiary. Okay, so we have 1 point unlocked, and I'm pretty sure we can spend that point individually in each of these. So even though we unlocked 1 point, I think we get a point in each category. I think. Are you guys fighting each other? You guys being sassy? Where do you get one of these? You're gonna buy these from another player. They're actually crafted. So we happen to get a like an item and we traded it with somebody, but a taming bestiary, you would do it here. So it's, you know, 5K. Hi Stern, gifting out a sub. Thanks so much, dude. Yeah, so basically now we want to take that point and then we want to spend it. Adjutant card. We're gonna wait to spend the point. Keep it up, man. You made my new journey in Ultima Online so much easier. Hell yeah. That's good to hear. I do love me some Ultima Online. It has a special place in my heart. Okay, we're getting hit by AoE here, and this drone can potentially AoE us as well. So we're gonna have to dodge the drone. There we go. Boom. Dodge the drone. This mountain harpy, I think, shoots out feathers. So we gotta watch that too. Kind of half health. Anyway, we're gonna need to figure out where we're gonna spend these points in our Codex here. This teaming bestiary. I'm not sure where they're gonna go yet. Again, not a min-max player. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my nog what's the best. Let's play the game. Healing myself here over my pets, which is kind of selfish of me. Let's say all follow me, and we're gonna tame on the run. We're gonna heal on the run. Apply the bandage, run around. Stop when it's about to go off. Boom. Alt B, running around. Stopping. Boom. D on the keyboard, all guard me. We're actually getting surrounded right now, so we're gonna just hit D again. Okay. Getting hit by AoE. Hit V again. We're gonna just step away from these mobs. We're gonna take a little tour this way. We got a few too many on us for my Steve Jerwin happiness. Devil Bat. Or D. Excellent. And these Devil Bats are level 80, right? So we could be taming the Devil Bats just to get taming skill. The Stingers are 90, so we can't tame those ones quite yet. But I'm still gonna try to spend these. I have 0.8 more to gain before we need to worry about that. But we're gonna kill a few more mobs, and then we're gonna head out of the dungeon and then set up a macro. We're gonna like make a macro, and by macro I mean script, to do animal lore and potentially go train the rest of archery. That way, when we log back in on Monday, our character is going to be a little bit better, stronger, faster. Remember, if you want to know the whole, where do we get started? What did we do? You just go to jsones.com, then it's under this new player guides here. So episode 1, 2, and we're currently on 3. So I'll post this here. There's other ones we've done: a solar archer bard, an arcane mage, wrestling dexter, solo player scavenger. These are all like, I'm kind of stepping through how to set up your character as a brand new player. So some of it's repeat information, but like if you want your friend to play and they've never played, like the idea here is you could send them that. They could listen to it while they're, doing the dishes or whatever. And hopefully learn a little bit about the game. One thing I wanted at UO is have more dynamicism in the world, like players conquering or destroying towns. Not sure there's MNO that does that. Yeah, I'm not sure. The one that comes to mind is the plays the Thane. It was made by the same people, like Broadsword. Who is it? Dark Age Camelot, right? If there's realm versus realm or whatever fights. I enjoyed Dark Age Camelot when I played that. Season 3 of the end servers happening right now. Okay, yeah, I haven't played the free-to-play one. I've played the original. Oh, gee. By the way, I don't know if you guys... I told you guys this. I've been trying to reach out to the Broadsword legal team to figure out if I could sell UO merch, like, legally. And they aren't responding. So I showed up to the Phoenix stream, like the official, like, UO streamer, like Broadsword streamer. And I asked in the chat, very respectfully, I was like, hey, can you put in a good word, like, with the legal team? Because I'm trying to get a question answered. And she was like, about what? And then I said, I'm trying to, like, see if I could sell merch. And she's like, oh, no, you won't. And that's through EA. So she was like, just kind of shut me down. So now I'm reaching out to EA. I'm just skipping Broadsword, okay? I've reached out to people on EA. I went to LinkedIn. I've messaged people on LinkedIn, and I've submitted things to their email. We're going to find out if I'm going to do this. We're going to... we're going to see what happens. But I'm that guy messaging people on LinkedIn. Okay? So if you happen to work at EA and I send you a message on LinkedIn, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to look for the legal department. I'm trying to find the right person to talk to. Not trying to spam. Just trying to get some questions answered. We might die here, actually. We're bleeding. No, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Spam. But spam is nice. That's true, spam. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say... nothing against you, sir. I didn't mean to like offend. Apologies if that came out wrong. But damn. I'm just letting my pets die at this point, you guys, okay? Because we're popping off here. This dude AoE bleeds. Okay, so we're just gonna stand over here and let all our pets die. And I'm gonna slowly heal him up. Here we go. Got that guy. Healing up. Wizard coming in here. Just slowly kiting the monster. Can we dodge the AoE? Can we make him hit the AoE and then move out of it? Kinda. Alright, D and the keyboard there. Okay, so our pet's full health. Now we're going to go ahead and res the other guys. Still hitting this dude with our arrows. You're a horrible master. Some of you may die. And it's a sacrifice. I'm gonna... Okay, we're trying to heal our pets. They're dying. That's okay. We're gaining vet skill. Like, all of this is fine, y'all. It's fine. Everything's fine. Our pets don't think it's fine. You still need to play a trapper. That's true. I do need to play a trapper. Okay, we're going to try to heal up Volkswagen before he dies. Again. Poor Volkswagen. Yeah, I hope that EA responds. I hope they... again, I know... what I want to know is if I can't use the UO logos and stuff for my merch, like how much do I need to change it to use it? You know what I mean? And that's fine. I'm totally cool with that. I just want to know, like, can I actually use the, like, you know, can I just go ahead and use it? Ideally, please. Thank you. If not, how much does it need to be buried? And if I can get in contact with one of them, then I can at least confirm, like, when I do make a change, hey, is this okay? Everyone else uses it, right? I know, but I want to go hard, Airman. I'm going to go hard. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to willy-nilly it. I'm going to be like... You know? You know what I'm saying? You don't know what I'm saying? it's gonna, you know, it's gonna be good. If I can do it. So, again, yeah, that's fine. Well, it's ready. Exactly. Thank you so much. And again, there's multiple people that have stuff. Hello, corporate company. May I make a lot of money off your logo? Thank you. No, I've actually included that. Like, I totally understand if I have to like buy rights to it or if I have to profit share or whatever. Totally fine with that. Again, I'm not thinking of a little box there. I'm thinking a big box. There's a big box, you guys. Okay. My box is so big. Wait, what? I don't think you can say that. Yeah. Got some ideas, guys. If they're smart, they would accept. Yeah, exactly. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Clip it mod, Chase goes hard with Willy Nilly. Thanks, Sir Johnny. Dude, Sir Johnny on point with the clip it mods, dude. Thank you so much, dude. Appreciate it. Staring into the abyss. No, wait. Jesus box. Yeah. It's gonna be great. Or terrible. Either way, we're gonna have a good time. Call it Owns Universe, and then it's OU. My wife, for the longest time, literally, like years, when I would play UO, she would call it OU. Are you playing OU? And I swear she was doing it just to piss me off. Then a college shoes, yeah. No matter what I do, I just... no matter what I do, I get screwed. Alright, we're gonna kill one more big amber element. Guy's AoE. Gonna try to dodge that. Oh, and we didn't spend our point yet, guys. Golly gee willikers. We gotta spend our point too. So let's spend a point. And if we pick the wrong thing, I don't care. We'll just change it. So when you look at these things, each one's a little bit different. So there's ambush, damage dealt increase. This is the problem. There's too many numbers. I don't know what to choose. You know what I mean? There's a whole bunch. There's feet. Like, again, each thing is a different thing. I don't know what I actually want. So that's my problem. Choice paralysis here. There's too many things to choose from. Use Manji? Injury? Okay, cool. We're going to do that. Thank you for saying it. What's the next one? So we spent a point there. Now we can spend a point in this one. Also, that's enough die for Volkswagen. Gone too soon. No? Oh, he's back. Back even sooner. We're gonna heal him up to full, and then we'll guard him. Okay, we're not gonna heal him up to full. We're just gonna heal him up to back. I'm dying. So anyway, then we can spend a point in this utility class one. And then we can spend a point in our tank class one. Again, like, it's crazy. Not sure you only use tank class. So yeah, I'm not gonna read right now. Who has time to read? So we're just gonna choose something. You can always reset these, okay? You can reset them. Let's go ahead and shoot. Kill it. Dead. Depression. Oh. Behemoth. Critical care. Direct a chance. Increase. Might be ready. Ending. Now healed. Then damage dealt. Increase when they're full. Critical care. Critical care is resurrection. Gamers don't read, exactly. Anyway, this is where a vet kit would be nice, because the vet kit would potentially heal all our pets and try to res all our pets. So we might be at the time now where we will pull out our vet kits. I didn't want to preemptively pull them out and lose them, you know, but episode 4, we're going to come out with vet kits. Also, I didn't realize that it's already running out of time. Did respawn there, so our pet, the guy set. I didn't know if you covered it, but you can spend 20 points in each category, not spread across 20 of them. Yes, yeah. So as we're gaining points here, each category gets a point, right? So even though we can unlock 20 total, but technically you're spending 60. But it's all based on your class, like the pets that you currently have. Let's go 700. 86 taming, you guys. We out here. All right, that is not. Our pets are just completely dead. Meanwhile, you're over here 100 taming, 100 vet. You still haven't bought vet kits? Okay, yeah, I think it's definitely worth getting the vet kits. Not the vet kits. Vet kits are legit, yeah. How can you buy... Like, where do you buy them from, though? They're not from the vendor, right? Those are, like, player-made? I think you need to buy them from, like, player vendor. Stopping by to say hi, and I love you, Cronny. Thanks. I was unable to find my account, by the way. I need a message. Player crafted, player vendor. Okay. You make them with tailoring. Nice, okay. Yeah, definitely worth it. Once you have a little bit of money. Because are they expensive? Let's see. Vet. Supply. Yeah, so they're, you know, 1,800 for 1,000. Isn't bad, I guess. Nice, okay. Yeah, and technically, a single bandage heals for more, right? If you do a single bandage on a pet, you're actually healing a lot more than a vet kit. But the fact that the vet kit can spread out the heal between you and your pets is very nice. So, will you just use vet kits? If you're like me and you're very lazy, yes. But in theory, you should also still have bandages, okay? Also, you can't res someone if they die and you don't have a bandage. So, although, I don't know if you can... Can you res another player with vet? I think you can. I think if you have enough vet, you can res a player. I think. Right? I feel like I've resed a player on my Tamer. Nope, vet kits heal the same as your bandage on your pets? No, they don't, really? Do they really? They changed that? Blind monkey? Am I crazy? Yes. Probably for the best. You're gonna hate the UI. I'm like, imagine WordPress but more Rails. No, I think I'm familiar with what you're talking about. I am, which is probably one of the reasons why I hate WordPress. I actually worked on a site with Google. I wrote the template for the WordPress site. Okay, I wrote the template, and then the GoDaddy site was not loading. Okay, and the support kept telling me I need to change my theme. Okay, and it's like, dude, the theme is not the problem. And I was literally going bonkers because, like, I'm sure they always get like, oh, I installed this plugin and it's not working, and then they're like, oh, the default answer is to change your theme or change your plugin, blah blah blah. I was literally writing it was like a bare bones, my own theme, nothing in there, and it was very annoying. So I hear what you're saying, kind of. But I hate WordPress. Unless it's about you're hitting 150 plus heals on all 5 pets at the same time. And that's the same as like a bandage? I could have swore a bandage was more. We should probably leave the dungeon. Okay, we got 8. Ooh, a red died. Rem dog. Dead. Okay, we're kind of running into the... We're kind of running upriver. There was a guild that came in, and so all the mobs are running towards us, and we're trying to run towards the gate. This is like a terrible situation for us, but here, it is what it is. We're like getting hit with salmon in the face as we're swimming, you know? Okay, though. M on the keyboard, Jace. I didn't even need to step in the gate. I forgot I've done that. M. F2. Dropping off our loot. Hitting I on the keyboard. Identifying our loot. Johnny number 5 disassembling it. I feel like we're ending the stream here in a pretty good state. I thought I was going to AFK my character. And the only thing I would say is you could go attack a battle trainer. I'll show you where some of them are. That way you could like do your combat skills. Also, there's another script on the website for training animal lore. And I'll link that here in the chat too. That way it at least shows up. I'll put it in the video as well. But go to skills. Animal. Training animal. 3 years old. But we got this bad boy. You just select the target and then hit it. So this will we'll let this run in addition to attacking a thing. Wow, Jay, it's very descriptive. Thought I already. We're just gonna say new script here, and then we're gonna say noob animal or take that script. Just paste it. Oops. Portal. Copy URL or copy. Sorry, not copy. Bro. Copy script. Go back to the game here. Paste. Save. Play. And we will run it on our Volkswagen Bug. So this guy is going to just continuously run all night long until we log off or get killed. Put this. Oh, we got a fortification plate mail helm. So that's actually a good one. So we saved it because of the script. Not bad. Oh, and if you wanted to sell gems, I keep saying you guys, like I'm keeping logging off, but then if you want to sell gems, you just sell them to a jeweler. So like that right there is another 720 gold we just got. If you didn't want to keep the gems. I'm kind of a hoarder and I keep them. So we're ending the stream 24k deep. Multiple arrows confirmed, multiple points in our book here, right? Did we get another one? Almost. Got the book, we got this, we're running the animal lore. Everything's coming up us. I'm going to show you a battle trainer, and then I'm going to log off. I'm adding tracking to try to cope with the PK 050 pride. How much do you recommend? I mean, if you're going to get tracking, I think you want 100 tracking, right? I'm not sure. Vet supplies heal for 50% of the regular bandages. If you have one pet being healed, it goes to 75. Nice, okay. Alright, so there used to be anyway. There is a trainer in here. So if you just walk through the books, here's Kirby. Alright, so we can hit X on Kirby, and we would potentially gain archery until we lost, ran out of arrows. You can go get arrows, and you could go do that. I recommend if you are going to AFK near any of these battle trainers, go put everything in the bank except for the stuff you're willing to lose. Because chances are you'll log back in dead, okay? You might get lucky. There might not be some sassy player that comes by and tries to murder you. But chances are you're going to get some sass. Now, if you are in fact going to be AFKing as a tamer, you also want to say all kill and then send your pets. Can we do that? Can the pets go on them? Oh wait, I think it's because it's like, there we go. We want to all kill on that because then we're going to gain herding as well. So if you are going to do AFK session, bring your pets, do the herding. Fight your weapon skill, and you could potentially come back with, 100, 100, 100, 100. Now remember, when we hit 700 points, whatever's pointed down will go down. So Arms Lord will go down next. So just make sure that if you do walk away, you have something that you're willing to lose, both in your bag and in your skill scrolls. We're going to end the stream right here, right now. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 3. New player. Who this? So basically, after 9 hours, we've gotten our first big item. We're over skill. Still no Tamer script. We don't need it. I don't want to do a Tamer script. No, please no. Alright, anyway. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. We'll be back on Monday for more of this. But we're also going to be back tomorrow for more UO on another server. What? That's right. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Join the Discord if you're not in there already. Peace. Outlands. Oh,
Thanks
coming
for
at the
streaming.
end. Thank you so much. We're gonna find somebody to raid. Google add stock. Slash. Player guide. I'm gonna link it as well. Bye. No one's streaming Outlands right now, dude. What's going on? We're gonna hit up this Ford guy. He says he's a new streamer. He said never played Ultima Online. Okay, we're gonna raid that guy. He's currently on a different server. Thank you guys for tuning in. Catch you tomorrow and Monday. Peace. Oh no, dude.
No, you just deleted it!